Ladies and gentlemen, our show will begin momentarily. During our performance this evening, blank ammunition will be fired. So please be prepared if you or anyone in your party is sensitive to loud noises. In the event of an emergency or onset of inclement weather, we ask that you remain with your groups. Please follow the directions of the uniformed ushers in your seating section and the Joint Base Myer-Henderson Hall security personnel as you move to your buses. We appreciate your attendance this evening and encourage you to visit our website at www.twilight.mdw.army.mil. You can follow us on Facebook at MDW US Army and on X and Instagram at MDW_US Army. Join the conversation by using hashtag Twilight Tattoo. Thank you and enjoy the show. The soldiers you will see tonight from the 3rd United States Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard, and the United States Army Band, Pershing Zone, represent America's Army in thousands of appearances annually. They are part of the United States Army Military District of Washington and serve as guardians of the nation's capital. Please welcome the United States Army Blues under the direction of Chief Warrant Officer II, Michael Becker, and vocalists from the United States Army Band, Pershing Zone.
before I let go. Now we've had a good time. It's my favorite island town. Can't understand it, no. Where did we go wrong? And I won't be foolish, no. I like to know, yeah. I want to make sure I'm right, girl, before I let go. Woo! You know, I think the sun rises and shines on you. No, there's nothing I would not do. Oh,
Come on, Sergeant Carter.
before I let you go. Oh, I can't let you go. No, I can't let you go. Give some to the band. Give a hand to this amazing band.
We got the waves coming over here. All the way in the back. You got it. You got it. You got it. Woo. Yes.
We're so close. I love your charm. I can't understand it. No. Where did we go wrong? And I won't be foolish, no.
Them dancing over there.
I like to know. I wanna make sure I'm right, girl, before I let go. Oh, yeah. You've been a great audience.
Thank you so
Enjoy
much.
the show.
Ready.
And the U.S. Army Blues, thank you. We will see you in a little bit for the show.
At this time, we are pleased to recognize the special groups attending this evening's performance. Dover Middle School from Dover, Ohio. Falcons Landing from Potomac Falls, Virginia. Jonathan Adler Junior High School from Plain City, Ohio. Kendall Central School's 8th grade class from Kendall, New York. Northmont Middle School from Clayton, Ohio. Piqua Junior High School from Piqua, Ohio. River Valley Middle School from Caledonia, Ohio. Rosemore Middle School from Whitefall, Ohio. St. John Lutheran School from Bakersfield, California. Upson County Sheriff's Junior Deputy Program from Thomaston, Georgia. Webster County 8th grade from Upper Glade, West Virginia. Tonight, we are honored to have the following special guests in the audience. Ms. Ana Lucia Ramirez, Counselor of the Embassy, Embassy of Guatemala. Brigadier General Ivan Agreda, Defense Attaché, Embassy of Guatemala. Mr. Charlie Young, Acting General Counsel, Department of Defense. Major General Timothy Rieger, Acting Vice Chief of National Defense Guard Bureau. SEA John Raines, Senior Enlisted Advisor to the Chief of the National Guard Bureau. Lieutenant General Roger Schultz, retired, Chairman, Army War College Foundation, and former Director of the Army National Guard. Our employer supports to the Guard and Reserve Companies, Sherpa 6 Incorporated, Core States Group, Fulton Bank, and Vision Academy Charter School. We also like to welcome our representatives from the following congressional offices: the Senate Appropriations Committee, Senator John Boozman, Congressman Joe Wilson, Congressman Trent Kelly, Congressman David Valadao, and Congressman Eric Burleson. Thank you for sharing your evening with us. As a reminder, blank ammunition will be fired this evening, so please be prepared if you or anyone in your party is sensitive to loud noises. This evening's Twilight Tattoo is hosted by Lieutenant General John Stubbs, the 23rd Director of the Army National Guard. Hailing from the great state of Arkansas, Lieutenant General Stubbs began serving in his current role as the Director of the Army National Guard in August 2024. Established in 1636, the Army National Guard is the oldest component of the United States Armed Forces and serves as the primary combat reserves of the United States Army. In addition to providing a lethal combat force in support of the President of the United States, the Army National Guard is also governor responsive and ready to support and defend the homeland anytime and anywhere. The Army National Guard has helped communities recover from natural disasters, pandemics, and civil disturbances for nearly 4 centuries. Along with the soldiers and civilians of the Army National Guard, Lieutenant General Stubbs is honored to host this evening's Twilight Tattoo. We appreciate your attendance this evening, and our soldiers look forward to meeting with you at the conclusion of the show. Ready for combat. This will defend. Enjoy the show! This will defend has been the Army's motto since the Revolutionary War. 2025 celebrates the Army's 250th anniversary, and throughout that time, active duty, Army National Guard, and Army Reserve soldiers have remained committed to protecting our hard-earned rights and liberties at home and abroad. Our nation is built on the strength of America's strongest citizens, our service members in uniform. On behalf of our host, Lieutenant General Stubbs, welcome to Joint Base Myer-Henderson Hall and this evening's performance of Twilight Tattoo! The soldiers presented to you tonight serve in units of the 3rd Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard, and the United States Army Band Pershing Zone. The Old Guard is the oldest active duty infantry unit in the Army, serving our nation since 1784. They are the Army's official ceremonial unit and escort to the President, and they also provide security for Washington, D.C. in the event of a national emergency. The Old Guard and Pershing Zone are premier examples of the Army's precision and professionalism. Please remain seated as the soldiers and colors take the floor. The commander of troops this evening is Lieutenant Colonel Peter Vangel, Commander, 4th Battalion, 3rd United States Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard.
Ready, cut. Dress, center, dress. And snap. Oh, dress, center, dress. Colors ready, front. Ready, drop. And snap. And next, fire up. And 1, and 2, and 3. Hook, right, shoulder, Colors ready, cut.
Ladies and gentlemen, our host for this evening's performance, Lieutenant General John Stubbs. Please stand as honors are rendered. Please be seated. Once again, welcome to Joint Base Myer-Henderson Hall and this evening's performance of Twilight Tattoo!
Generations of Americans have answered the call to serve, and they've done so in countless ways, on and off the battlefield. Everyone who has worn the uniform of our country has demonstrated the bravery, skill, and loyalty that is the hallmark of our dedicated American soldiers. The Army knows its strength is in its people, the American soldier. We invest heavily in our service members, providing them world-renowned training and unique opportunities for personal and professional growth. This is what makes us the strongest fighting force on the face of the planet.
Throughout history, the Army has proven to be adaptive and agile. The machine gun of World War I, the tank in World War II, the awesome power of combined arms in Korea, and the introduction of air mobile assets in Vietnam. These tools in the hands of American soldiers defended freedom across the globe.
During the Cold War, we faced a numerically superior adversary who sought to destroy our democratic way of life. Now, against numerous adversaries, both nation-state and terrorists, soldiers fight tenaciously to gain superiority in every realm of an increasingly complex battlefield, from space to the cyber realm, in the air, on the sea, and most importantly, on the land.
We seize, retain, and exploit the initiative in these domains as we create opportunities for our sister services, allies, and partners, and deny the enemy advantage. The strength of our Army is the American soldier, as we are our nation's force for multi-domain operations, always ready to lead the assault and defeat America's enemies. We are America's warriors.
Drawing these battle lines, going to war again. Feeling the rhythm inside of my chest, all I need is just a pen. I know
I was born for this.
I know
I was born for this.
Don't care for the critics, my words look like phases of force that they can stop. They just don't get it up, think they forget I'm not done till I'm on top. I know
I was born for this.
I know
I was born for this.
I believe we can write our story. I believe we can be an army.
We are the warriors who learn to love the pain. We come from different places, but have the same name. 'Cause we were born for this.
We were born for this.
We are the broken ones who chose to spark the flame. Watch
struggled for years, and through all of my fears, I faced the doubts I hide. I never gave in to my fears deep within, because I heard the voice inside. I know
I was born for this.
I know
I was born for this.
hey, I will never lose my voice. If I cut out all the noise, I know
I was born for this.
I know
I was born for this.
I believe we can be an army. I believe we can be an army.
We are the warriors who learn to love the pain.
We come from different places, but have the same name.
We were.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were.
We
Yes, we were born for this. We are the
Broken ones
who drove the
spark a flame.
Watch out, the
My
fire
raises
our hearts are
never tame. We were born for this.
The American Revolution was our 8-year-long struggle for independence. The raw militia that faced seasoned British soldiers in Massachusetts on Lexington Green and at the Old North Bridge in Concord on April 1775 were the famous Minutemen, ready to be called upon on a moment's notice. They were ordinary citizens, some farmers, some tradesmen, fighting for their liberty and freedom, their resolve never wavering.
Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere.
To arms! To arms! The British are coming! To arms! To arms! The British are coming!
Paul Revere's call to arms 250 years ago alerted the Minutemen, who assembled on Lexington Green that April morning. 17 militia faced almost 700 highly trained British regulars, prepared to sacrifice their lives to defend their homes and the liberties they held dear.
Stand your ground. Don't fire unless fired upon. But the imminent war, let it begin here.
The United States Congress created an official American Army on June 14, 1775. Under the leadership of General George Washington, this force waged campaigns from New England to Georgia, facing long odds against King George III's vaunted redcoats. Though the challenges continued for several years, including a brutal winter in Valley Fords, a professional American army emerged from these trials and tribulations as a trained, battle-tested, and highly organized fighting force. During the Revolutionary War, fifes and drums would march at the head of the division, acting as a commander's voice to signal troops. Music was vital to the communication of the Continental Army, easily giving directions to soldiers across the battlefield or over the din of warfare. Listen now as the commander orders his men to assemble.
Sound to arms. To the front. March. Make ready. Take aim. Fire. Advance. Fire lots. front. March. March. Charge. Bayonets. Charge. Take care to the left. Face. Step. Forward. March.
The origin of American military music can be traced to the fifers and drummers of the Revolutionary War. This musical heritage is represented today by the soldiers of the United States Army Old Guard Fife and Drum Corps. The soldiers of today's Fife and Drum Corps wear uniforms patterned after those of General George Washington's Continental Army. In order to be easily identified, military musicians wore the reverse colors of the regiment to which they were assigned. At that time, American infantry soldiers wore blue coats with red facings. Thus, the musicians wore red coats with blue facings. The soldier musicians of today's Fife and Drum Corps honor the soldiers of the past by displaying the discipline, professionalism, and precision of the United States Army to audiences around the world. Our nation's Army is and always has been committed to upholding the Constitution of the United States and defending the liberties, values, and traditions that define us as a nation. And for 250 years, the American soldier has and always will answer this call. As the Corps concludes their performance, they wish to honor the unwavering character and discipline of the American soldier, past and present, through the Corps' signature troop step set to the traditional American melody, Shenandoah. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the United States Army Old Guard Fife and Drum Corps.
From revolutionary beginnings, our country continued to grow, and the role of the Army expanded with it. Less than a generation after the American Revolution, the Army was called upon to defend its hard-won liberties and national sovereignty in the War of 1812. In battles that raged from Canada in the north to the Gulf Coast in the south, American soldiers endured and persevered. As our nation's capital and the entire Chesapeake region was threatened in the summer of 1814, a small force of soldiers and militia held out against an invading British Army and naval fleet at a small outpost in Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. When I wrote those words in September of 1814, I had no idea that they would become our national anthem. I'm Francis Scott Key, lawyer and poet, and on that night, I was a British hostage, watching the bombardment of Fort McHenry from a ship in the Baltimore harbor. And to be honest, I didn't know which flag I would see flying over the ramparts of the fort when dawn came. The shelling was intense, hour after hour, bombs bursting in the night sky. When dawn finally came, I was overjoyed to see an enormous American flag waving defiantly on the shore, and it inspired me to write the poem that became the Star-Spangled Banner. Whenever I hear it, I like to remember the heroic soldiers holding on through that September night, fighting to ensure that our flag will always fly over this land, brave and free.
At this time, we ask that you please rise and join us in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Please be seated.
Throughout the 19th century, America rapidly expanded its borders. The Louisiana Purchase doubled the size of our young nation, and the U.S. Army Corps of Discovery, led by Army Captains Meriwether Lewis and William Clark, explored these vast new lands. Army engineers and soldiers spearheaded expeditions that mapped this great land from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains. Through the ravages of the American Civil War and the building of the Transcontinental Railroad that connected the nation from coast to coast, the Army was able to transform itself to respond to the ever-changing needs of the nation. The 20th century would see the Army called upon to serve around the world in defense of freedom. Defeating tyranny and those who would threaten our way of life, the Army fought in the bloody trenches of World War I. Across the Pacific and European theaters during World War II. in the frigid mountains and valleys of Korea, and through the humid jungles of Vietnam. No matter the conflict, American soldiers have stood together to defend freedom around the globe.
Ramblers in the wilderness, yeah, we can't find what we need. We get a little restless from the search and get a little worn down in between. Like a bull chasing the matador, is a man left to his own schemes. Yeah, everybody needs someone beside them, shining like a lighthouse from the sea. Brother, let me be your shelter. Never leave you all alone. I can be the one you call when you're low. Brother, let me be your fortress when the night winds are driving on. Be the one to light the way, bring you home. Face down in the desert now, there's a cage locked around my heart. Found a way to drop the keys when my failures were. Now my hands can't reach that far. I ain't made for rivalry. I could never face the world alone. I know that in my weakness I am strong, but it's your love that brings me home. Brother, let me be your shelter. Never leave you all alone. I can be the one you call when you're low. Brother, let me be your fortress when the night winds are driving on. Be the one to light the way when you're low. Be the one to light the way, bring you home. Be the one to light the way, bring you home.
While modernization has always been integral to the Army's development, military honors and traditions have shaped each soldier who has worn the Army uniform. The Army instills individual and collective excellence, a commitment to a strong personal and team ethic, and a set of personal values, all represented in the soldiers of the United States Army Drill Team. Feel free to applaud and cheer as the drill team performs their routine. The secret to our Army's success was, is, and continues to be unit cohesion and trust. Nowhere is that more evident than in the drill team. Members of the drill team are from all corners of the United States with a wide range of career fields. They have perfected their skills and are here to share them with you today. Ladies and gentlemen, your United States Army Drill Team! Today, the drill team is commanded by Sergeant First Class Juan Quiniche Perez from Clarksville, Tennessee. The louder you cheer, the faster they go. The total army must be ready for today, modernized for tomorrow, and strengthened by close relationship with our allies and partners. Like the drill team, we build cohesive teams that are highly trained, disciplined, and fit. We are soldiers ready to fight and win in any environment. We sustain a culture of respect, trust, and discipline where everyone takes care of each other. The drill team represents today's soldiers as well as yesterday's heroes who proudly fought and defended our nation and who continue to serve around the world. And now, the most difficult maneuver of all. The soldiers will continue to march as members from the front rank toss their rifles into the air over the formation to be caught by soldiers in the rear rank. This is an exercise in trust, as team members will have to put their safety in the hands of their fellow soldiers. This is the United States Army Drill Team's signature maneuver since 1958. The front to rear overhead rifle toss. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the ambassadors for today's Army, yesterday's heroes, and tomorrow's soldiers, your United States Army Drill Team!
After Vietnam, the integration of new technology, training, equipment, and leadership set the foundation for victory after victory over the next 3 decades. No other nation on the face of the earth could compete as America developed weapons like the Big Five. Let's give it up for the Abrams tank, the Bradley fighting vehicle, the Apache and Black Hawk helicopters, and the Patriot missile. In 1990, this modernized army was put to the test when Iraq invaded Kuwait.
The Army's new training and equipment paid off. In just 100 hours of ground combat, fighting alongside our allies, we achieved a stunning victory, demonstrating the benefit of modernization and the professionalism, dedication, and high-level training of our soldiers.
And the U.S. Army continues to transform. Focused on combat readiness and soldier support, we're investing in advanced technologies and developing 21st century strategies to maintain our edge with near-peer adversaries. The integration of modern vehicles and joint operations exemplifies the Army's commitment to multi-domain operations, ensuring seamless coordination across land, sea, air, space, and cyberspace. Entering the field now, an advanced Army squad sets up for a deliberate attack on an enemy position. Their movements precise and coordinated. Equipped with cutting-edge technology, this squad operates with unparalleled situational awareness. Drones and AI systems provide real-time intelligence, ensuring every step is calculated and every decision informed.
Reaper Tree 7, this is Sync 16. This is Reaper Tree 7. On your command. Fire for effect. Shot over. Shot out. Splash over.
Lit fire confirmed. Lit fire confirmed. Bravo, good go. Bravo down. Bravo, pick up.
Today's Army, agile, adaptive, and ready to face any challenge. The brotherhood and sense of duty that motivates these soldiers remains unwavering, even as the tools and tactics evolve.
In the face of new threats and challenges, American soldiers stand resolute. Their bravery, courage, and loyalty are the bedrock of our nation's defense. Every soldier lives by the warrior's ethos, the soldier's creed.
My name is Specialist James from Kentucky. I'm an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. For 250 years, as soldiers like me and my squad have served our nation, our one constant has been our values: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Values that will continue to inspire soldiers for the next 250 years.
I am Specialist Muscle from Florida. I always place the mission first. I never take defeat, I never quit, I never leave a fallen comrade. I have discipline, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior task and drills. I always take my arms, my equipment, and myself. I reflect the warrior ethos: tough, disciplined, professional, and proud of our heritage.
My name is P.C. Dam from Washington State. I am an expert and non-professional. I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat. I don't do this because I have to. I do it because the nation needs me, and serve my country is an honor. I'm a guardian of freedom, an American way of life. I'm an American soldier.
At this time, we would like to recognize all members of the military community and their families who have joined us here this evening by performing the songs of the armed services. When you hear your service song or that of a loved one who has served, we invite you to stand and be recognized. The United States Coast Guard. United States Space Force! United States Air Force!
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, soon to meet our thunder. Out of now, give 'em the gun, give 'em the gun. Down we dive, smelling a flame from under. Off we climb, hell of a road. We live in fame without no fear. Ain't nothing to stop the U.S. Air Force.
The United States Navy!
Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Farewell to foreign shores, we sail at break of day. Through the last night ashore, came to the foe. Until we meet once more, here's wishing you a happy voyage.
The United States Marine Corps!
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, then to keep our honor clean.
gentlemen, now taking the floor are members of your United States Army. Please stand and join us in the singing of the Army song.
First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army was rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fight until the battle's won, and the army was rolling along. And it's fly, high, hey, the army's on its way. Down all the caves, loud and strong. For wherever we go, you will always know that the army was rolling along.
It's been a pleasure to share with you the United States Army's Twilight Tattoo. If you enjoyed today's performance, we invite you back to join us to celebrate the Army's 250th birthday on June 14th on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. For more information, scan the QR code on the screen. Our soldiers will remain on the floor and are available to answer your questions and pose for photographs. Thank you for coming out to help us honor the selfless service of American soldiers, past and present. Enjoy the rest of your evening. This will defend. Would Sandra Zabowski please meet Specialist Horton in front of the stage? Thank you. Sandra Zaborowski, I have your ID.